In Bali, there are so many epic and exciting hidden gems to be discovered, there's simply too many to count. So after spending nearly 2 months completing a 360-degree tour of the entire island and experiencing countless amazing locations, we have put together a list of what we believe are the 4 absolute best things that you need to experience while you're in Bali.
Kick this list off with number 4, which is Sumampan Waterfalls.
I can't pronounce this.
Sumampan Waterfalls is located just 30 minutes southeast of Ubud. It's a great place to escape the noise and traffic of Ubud if you want to get away for just a quick day trip. The falls are very easy to find as there's a bright blue sign marking the road outside. You'll take this small side road down to a hut where you'll stop, park your scooter and pay your entrance fee to the trail to access the waterfalls. The cost for entrance is only 20,000 IDR, which is about $1.78 Canadian. After a very short walk down a beautiful jungle trail, you'll start to hear the sounds of the falls off in the distance before you actually catch the first glimpse of the falls. Then you'll want to death grip the railing and hold your breath, kind of like this guy on the rock, and hope for the best as you walk down the steepest, most dangerous looking staircase I have ever walked on.
Don't worry, it's perfectly safe.
Sort of. Come see, come sa. As you make your way slowly down the stairs, you'll start to see carved statues around the area, which are carved and embedded into the rock faces all around, and it's pretty cool to see. As you arrive at the bottom of the staircase, you will be greeted by this lovely carving.
You have to be careful when you're at the waterfalls. Anybody could be humping at the waterfalls.
And then you'll be able to see the full scale of the waterfalls, where it seems to appear from nowhere out of the jungle and come crashing down into a beautiful river where you'll get amazing pictures. And it's a great place to cool off because in order to get to the base of the falls, you actually have to cross the river. So this is where you'll be glad you packed your dry bag and your phone case. As you wade across the river, you will have to climb up an extremely slippery rock face with flowing water coming over top. And in order to get to the base of the falls, that's the only way up. So you're going to want to help out your friends if you brought people with you because it is extremely slippery and very dangerous. Water shoes would be a good idea for this part.
And a bathing suit. My dumbass didn't even bring a bathing suit.
Once you make it up to the base of the falls, it is worth it because you can lay down in the pool, kind of like I did here, as the waterfall comes crashing down literally right behind your head. I don't recommend standing in under the water completely because if something was to flow down the river like a stick or a tree, well, you know how that goes.
Good night.
Hey. Once you finish cooling off in the waterfalls and taking your pictures, you're going to want to come back across the river and head downriver a little. And keep your camera because there are some beautiful etched channels in the ground where the river once flowed years ago when it was a lot higher. And you can actually walk through the carvings of where the river carved out. It's a pretty cool place. There are some big rocks and sandy areas where you can sit and have a snack and just enjoy the sounds of nature. You won't hear traffic down there. It is completely quiet. You're surrounded by this beautiful overhead canopy of trees and palms, and all you can hear is waterfall and nature sounds. It's beautiful. So once you're all done, you're going to want to put your game face back on and head back up the stairway to heaven, and then we're off to destination number 3, whitewater rafting.
This is still in the Ubud area. There are tons of different whitewater rafting tours to choose from. We booked ours on getyourguide.com, which is great. It was a very reliable option for booking excursions like this one.
Definitely recommend.
Prices will range from approximately 450,000 IDR, which is about $40 Canadian per person and up. Obviously depends on what package that you choose from. And honestly, for how much fun you'll have and how great the guides are at their job, it was worth the money.
Definitely.
So this tour took just a few hours of our morning, so it was a pretty quick excursion, and it included everything that we needed, like life jackets, helmets, paddles, and transportation to and from the meeting point to the river. However, if you have a hard time walking up long, steep stairs, especially in the tropical heat, you may want to reconsider before booking this excursion, as there are a lot of stairs. Both before and after the tour, so.
Yes, when you walk down, it seems never ending, and then going up is even more never ending.
So you're gonna walk down a long, steep hill of stairs through the jungle with a lot of creepy crawlies down into the river. You also hear the Asian murder hornets.
Murder hornets again.
They were chasing me. They sensed my fear.
It's her favorite.
As you know, that's something I have a hard time with. And of course, when you're done rafting, you must walk all the way back up but it's in a different location to return to the truck.
And it's a lot of stairs. A lot of stairs.
But is it worth the hike?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I would do it again in a heartbeat.
The river was so much fun. Our guide knew the river very well, and we had a blast going through the rapids and splashing other boats with our paddles, and they splashed us back, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the vibe was really good. So much fun on the river. All the boats were just bumping into each other, and like Rebecca said, splashing each other with paddles. It was a lot of fun.
And they even said that the rapids were a little bit less, like the water levels were lower than they normally are.
Yeah.
But it was still so crazy.
Yeah.
We had a really good time.
Yeah, you get bounced around a lot, and if you're afraid of the water, you are in a life jacket, but you may want to consider something different if you're afraid of the water, because there are some sketchy parts, but it is a lot of fun. We had no issues.
We stopped at 2 points along the river. One was to get out of the boat and have a snack and stretch our legs. And then we also stopped for some pictures and had a very refreshing waterfall massage. You'll want to keep your helmet on for this one.
Yes, and you'll want to bring some cash in your waterproof phone case, because like Rebecca said, you stop to have a break and a snack and stretch your legs, and there are some drinks and snacks available to buy. So you want to keep some cash with you for that. And of course, to tip your guide after.
Honestly, I would book the same tour again, just for the fun that we had.
Absolutely.
So we highly recommend going whitewater rafting. So after we hiked back up this endless staircase, we piled into the truck.
I feel like a bee. Do I look like a bee to you?
And they brought us back to this starting point where they actually served us dinner. It was just like a little buffet with chicken and rice and
yeah, and the
those
food was really
shrimp
good.
Crackers. It was super good. But yeah, you get driven back to your scooter.
If you're getting value from this video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. And now we're off to destination number 2.
Wait, isn't this 3?
No, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Destination number 2, Waterbom Bali, which is rated on TripAdvisor as the #1 best water park in all of Asia, which we didn't know until we arrived.
No cap.
What?
Keeping up with Gen Z.
Oh.
No cap means no lie.
Okay.
We have to represent Gen Z.
Yes. So the Waterbom Bali Water Park is located in Kuta, approximately 3 kilometers north of the airport where you fly in at Ngururai International near Denpasar. The park is walking distance from Kuta Beach, which is really convenient because if you stay in the area, it's some pretty cool places you can check out. Once we arrived at the park, it was quite overwhelming. When you drive around, you have no idea the park is even there. And then you walk through the gates and it's just an enormous water park. The place has literally everything you need. A lazy river, wave pool, water slides, an outdoor food court, and a smoothie bar. And it also has your showers and lockers. You can actually pay to get a locked locker to secure all your items. And some of the water slides actually let you bring your GoPro camera with you. As soon as we stepped through the gates, we could see why it was ranked the #1 best water park in all of Asia. That is quite a statement, but this is by far the most phenomenal park that I've ever set foot in. There is something for everybody. Light duty water slides where they're not too fast, you get a little wet, and it's a lot of fun. And there are other ones where you stand up and cross your arms and the floor falls out from underneath you and you feel
upside down.
And you go upside down sometimes and you feel like you fall to your death. It is
Extreme.
It is extreme. If you like adrenaline, there's definitely options for you. And if you want to relax or if you go with your kids, there are also slides where you can have 2 people in a tube or a big round tube and you can actually put 3 or 4 people in the same tube and all go at the same time. So if you and your kids need to stay together or you have 3 or 4 friends and buddies, you guys can all get in the same tube and go together. It's a great time.
Yeah, I was in Volcano Bay in Florida, and that's supposed to be a really good water park, and I've got to say, I like Waterbom way better.
But I must disclose, to follow the trend of the first 2 destinations, we're also into a lot of stairs again. This water park has 4 large towers with a ton of water slide options, which require a lot of stair climbing.
There's no elevators.
There's no elevators. Obviously, it's a water park, but you're really gonna wish there was an elevator. You have to walk 6 or 8 flights of stairs, whatever it is, every single time. You will get a leg workout. It was a great time. Our legs were just jacked when we left.
Your kids will probably be fine, but as you reach 25 plus, it gets tough.
Yeah, us older folks, we're struggling on them stairs. They don't get any easier. If you are going to bring your camera and you go up a slide that you're not sure if you can bring it, don't worry, because at the bottom of every slide there is an attendant and they will take your camera for you, put it in a cubicle and give you a key tag with a number. So you can go up and do the extreme slides with no camera. Once you're done, just walk back to the base of the stairs, give the guy your key tag number and he will give you back your camera. and we had no issues. So a day pass is approximately 255,000 IDR or $22.70 Canadian, which is a really good price for how much you get.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, you can easily spend the whole day in there because like I said, there's a food court outside, so you don't actually have to leave. You can go do water slides, get something to eat, go relax in the lazy river while your food settles and head back up on the water slides. Changing rooms and lockers are available. There's lots of lockers, but they are available at a fee. It's not very much. I think it was just a couple of bucks, and they give you a tag which you just tie onto your bathing suit or your shorts. When you come in, you just scan your tag on the thing and it unlocks the door. So it's really convenient. But all in all, we recommend Waterbom Park as a definite must-do if you're going to visit Bali. It is worth the drive, whether you're in Ubud or Canggu or down south in Uluwatu. It is worth the drive and the traffic to go to Kuta and check out Waterbom Park. You will not be disappointed, unless you don't like water slides, in which case you will be extremely disappointed, because there's slides everywhere. And that brings us to number 1 on our list. Located just southeast of Suwan in northern Bali is the most epic location I have ever seen, and in our opinion is Bali's number 1 most hidden gem. Welcome to Sekumpul Waterfalls.
So we've arrived at the waterfall, but it's not quite what we expected. It's a puddle.
Choosing to come to Sekumpul Falls is not something you will ever regret putting on your Bali itinerary. Whether you go once in a lifetime or you go 10 times, it is just as breathtaking every time you go. The place is phenomenal. I've honestly never seen a place so majestic as this in my entire life, and I likely never will again, unless I return to the falls.
And this whole area is something that you would only imagine seeing in like a National Geographic magazine or in an adventure movie.
Yeah, if you were gonna film another Peter Pan, this would be the place to do it. We booked an Airbnb that was very close to the falls for ease of being able to find the falls, given that we're not from the area. So the Airbnb we booked was Suji Gidi Homestay. I'm sorry, Suji, if you're watching this and I pronounced that wrong. But when you stay with Suji and his family, you actually get a waterfall pass.
So the highlight of this Airbnb is waterfalls. So apparently there's 3 pretty much right in our backyard. I thought there was only 1 or 2. Apparently there's 3. So we got this pass. Because we stay here, we're only going to pay 30,000 IDR for 1 waterfalls and 20 for the second one. Not sure what the price is on the third one. I think it's only 20 or 30k as well. So for less than 100k, we're going to get to see all 3 waterfalls, which is less than 10 bucks. So apparently if we had to buy the waterfall pass and we weren't staying at this Airbnb, it would be like 150 to 250,000 IDR per waterfall. This is the little road coming down. Apparently it's only about an 8 to 10 minute walk from the Airbnb, heading that way, and we're gonna go check it out.
And if you're traveling Bali on a budget, this is a really good deal to be able to stay with their family and to be able to go within walking distance to this absolutely beautiful waterfall.
And it's so convenient because their Airbnb is located directly beside the entrance to the trailhead.
We're running because we're so excited.
Which is a very long, narrow brick road, which you have to be careful on because the local scooters will pass you flying by and they won't even slow down.
The pathway coming in here is so nice. Scooters come whizzing up and down here though, so you definitely got to watch where you're going and listen for the scooters coming up behind you.
So you're going to want to be very careful walking down that road before you actually get to the downhill portion of the falls, which has more stairs.
And there's a lot of chickens.
A whole ton of chickens.
And there's a shitload of chickens.
But sure is nice. And here's Rodrigo.
As you arrive at the top of where the descent starts, it was the first place where you could really stop, get off the trail and take some pictures. We must have took 20 pictures here.
So we found our waterfall. Look at that. Wow. The only word you can describe that is wow. We're getting there. This is a lot of stairs going down. We're having a great time, but look at the sweat. We're drenched. There's no wind, like 0 wind, but humidity's obviously 100% because we're in the jungle and it is humid. Oh man. It's even here in the shade, I'd say it's 28-ish and 100% humidity, and the stairs are endless. Here's the stairs. So to give you guys an idea how steep that is, this is straight ahead. So that's how steep the stairs are. It's wild. You can't really see it here, but you will see waterfalls in a minute. So we've neared the base of the first set of waterfalls, and wow, it does not do justice how big this is. Like, At the top it looked like 200, 300 feet. Honestly, it's probably more. We feel so small down here. Just engulfed in jungle, and there's nothing in here. And all you can hear is the waterfall and the moist spray in the air. We're soaked, and we're not even 200-300 yards away from the waterfall, and we're drenched. So
it really turns off your brain. You've got anything on your mind, come down here and you're just at peace.
I've never seen nothing like this. This is incredible. Wow.
So once you walk down the metric shit ton of stairs,
Oh my god.
you'll come to a very small brook at the bottom. It's not quite a river, it's only like up to your ankles deep. Or at least it was when we were there. Maybe it's different in rainy season. Before you get to the brook and go down that last short flight of stairs, hang a left, you'll see the path, and just walk a couple of minutes, and it will take you into the most beautiful place I have ever seen.
So we explored over that little side trail, and I think we found not a hidden gem. There is a set of stairs, but it doesn't look like anybody here, and if there is, there's not many. But we just found, it looks like there's another falls hiding back in there, so we're gonna go look. The most incredible place I've ever been.
It is a complete surrounded wall of rock with a jungle canopy hanging over your head all the way around 360, and it's a rainfall shower that must be a couple of 100 feet high. It is unbelievable.
How's the view?
It's like a scene from Avatar.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it. You can't comprehend just how amazing the place is until you sit in it, and then you still have a hard time believing you're even there. And there's no real sun in there because it's under jungle canopy. So you can swim there, and it's really cool and refreshing, and the rainfall is cold. It's so nice.
And with that being said, make sure you bring your waterproof phone case because there's a lot of water.
Once you pick your jaw back up off the floor from looking at the rain shower, you'll want to head back up that short path, down the stairs and across the brook. You will head up over a small little trail and you'll be into the main falls. You can't really get lost here because there's only two paths. It's left and right. You go left and see the rain shower, and you go right and see the waterfalls. It's pretty straightforward. Even without a guide, we just walked down by ourselves and we had no issues.
Yeah, honestly, you could just spend some time down there and just wander around.
Yeah, if you take a wrong turn, you just explore.
Yeah.
As you approach the base of the main falls, you will know you're there before you get there because the power from the water hitting the ground from so high up,
So it creates a lot of wind.
it does create a lot of wind. It's crazy. You're soaked right to the skin in seconds. You're gonna have to be careful where you put your So you're gonna have to be careful where you put your stuff because it will be drenched or blow away. Once you've taken in all that Sekumpul Waterfalls has to offer and you head back up, which will be the saddest part of your day because you're not going to want to leave, then the game face goes back on and you head up the metric shit ton of stairs you just walked down, and there are a ton of them, and there's a bridge and a few sketchy little staircases that kind of hang off the cliff to the outside, and it feels like you're just going to fall. It's pretty exciting.
But there's a prize at the end because there's a beautiful restaurant that sits on top of the waterfall. Kind of. Well, it's like to the side of the waterfall. But it is the most beautiful scenic restaurant I have ever eaten in my life. And I don't mean to be dramatic, but there was no better view than what's at this restaurant.
No, I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. And it's just a basic little restaurant. It's like a small rectangle building attached to the side of the cliff. You sit on a bar stool and there's a little bar table that you eat your food, and underneath the front of the table, it drops off like, Jesus, it must be 1,000 feet. You actually can look down through the floorboards and there's nothing under you.
Yeah, hopefully there's not an earthquake when you're there.
Yeah, if you're afraid of heights, it may not be the place to stop. But the food was pretty basic and straightforward, but it tasted good. And honestly, the view was... It was the best meal I ever had because of the view. And we had bin tanks.
What does that red light mean?
What red light? Red light means the camera's recording.
Oh.
She's so smart, that one.
Get
my little sandwich.
the sandwiches are yummy.
So after you finish your meal at the restaurant, you're almost back to the top of the hill then. And then you follow the short brick road back to Sujigiri's homestay if that's where you decide to stay. And that concludes our list of the top 4 best places we believe you must add to your itinerary if you come to Bali.
So if you're looking to make, I didn't even read it. I just don't like that word because I can't say it. So if you're looking to make your Bali itinerary an unforgettable one, then this list should be on the this list twice. Then this list should be on the top of your list. So if you're looking to make your Bali,
Want me to do this one?
no.
We're running out of batteries.
If you're looking to make your Bali itinerary,
I'm gonna do this one.
okay.
So if you're looking to make your Bali itinerary an unforgettable one, you're gonna want to add these 4 items to your list because you will not be disappointed.
We'll see you in the next one.
I wasn't looking.
We'll see you in the next one.
I wasn't looking.
We'll see you in the next one.
Wait till I'm looking. You're so dumb. Holy
We'll see you in the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
Pause. On pause. Any time.
We'll see you in the next one.
Oh, that was painful. Sumampan Waterfalls is located just 30 minutes southeast of Ubud and is a great place to escape the city noise of... City noise? Ubud is jungle.
I gotta stop smiling because when you're talking, I'm over here like. You also hear the Asian murder hornets.
Murder hornets again.
They were chasing me. They sense my fear. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Sort of.
Which you can stop and have a picnic or take a most... I'm gonna need a lot of battery for this one.